And welcome back into the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena and Convocation Hall, and welcome back up to the Steve Levy Press Box. I'm your play-by-play commentator tonight, Kenny Gerard, coincided by the wonderful Rob Finger, and now I have a color commentator. So, Rob, how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. My break's been great. Obviously, there's still been some hockey up here in the city of Oswego, me being only about an hour away in Syracuse. I've always kind of had my eye on it, just seeing how the Lakers have been doing over the break, and it seems like they have not stopped their winning ways to much of a degree at all.
Yeah, their last loss was this Tuesday against the number 3 team in the country, the Amherst Mammoths. Besides that, they've been on a roll. So, Rob, while we introduce the lineups here on the ice, let's hear, what are your thoughts in the game? What do we got for us today?
Our thoughts are really, this should be, I don't want to necessarily say it's an easy win for the Lakers, but with a Manhattanville record of 4-9-2 compared to the 11-2-1 of the Oswego State Lakers, the odds are sort of stacked, especially in Oswego's favor. They're at home. They've got good odds. They've got a few players who are on a roll, especially Mac Hall leading the charge with 15 points in the form of 6 goals and 9 assists. It's essentially in Oswego's hands today. This game is in their hands. They need to decide what to do with it.
Also, a change in net for the Lakers. Levy been starting all season long. DeVivo making her first college start tonight in net for the Lakers. What do you think about that change?
Yeah, Mia DeVivo, she made an appearance in the preseason, I believe, in that second game that they played against, I believe it was the London Devilettes. And she looked fairly solid, all things considered. Obviously, Lexi Levy is the one to talk about, especially in terms of Oswego goaltending. And especially one of the ones that, one of my cousin who goes to Plattsburgh State, in their 2 games against Plattsburgh State, she absolutely shined. Only 2 goals let up on the entire weekend in 2 games against Plattsburgh State. And my cousin Josh was ranting and raving about how good Lexi Levy was in that. But Mia DeVivo, her first start, let's see what she's got in this regular season.
Absolutely. So the Manhattanville University Valiants going against the Oswego State Lakers tonight. The number 5 team in the country, Oswego State. We're going to go to a quick break while we do our anthems here. We'll come back right after for Puck Drop. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego right here on WTOP 10.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen and can briefly
What's going on?
Yeah, Dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like.
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a closer with that one.
Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
And welcome back up to the Steve Lee Press Box here in the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena and Convocation Hall. I'm Ken Gerard, coincided by the wonderful Rockin' Rob Finger. And Rob, we are just about underway here for the first period of action for the women's hockey matchup. What do you got for me?
Well, what I've got is that these two teams, believe it or not, have faced some similar opponents earlier this year. One of which was William Smith College. Unfortunately, Manhattanville kind of struggled. They split their series with William Smith earlier this year. Meanwhile, Oswego took two conclusive victories over William Smith. So if common enemies are anything to go by, Oswego should have this in the bag.
Absolutely. And then again, tomorrow, these two teams play again. Any change-ups from that, Rob, while we get underway here?
Well, hopefully this two-game series here will prove to be as energetic as Oswego hockey can be.
And we are underway. Oswego on the offensive end of the ice now, trying to get something going early. On the near side, Preston calls for the pass. She'll pass cross ice and take a rip towards net. It won't go. In net is Cimarelli for the Manhattanville University Valiants. Cooley's going to dump it around the corner to the far side again. This one's picked up by Manhattanville. And Flaherty's going to dump it up the wall towards Mellon. Mellon passing up to Chinetti, and she'll dump that away, and they'll get a line change here early. In net's DeVivo for the Lakers. She stops that one and passes that one over to Van Dam. On the far side, Van Dam's pass goes over to Smith. Smith dumps to the corner around the back end. Picked up by Manhattanville. They'll get it moving now through neutral ice. McKinnon dumps it into the corner, all the way around the back end. It'll be picked up by Iverson, and that one's going to hit the net, so we'll get a stoppage of play here.
Yeah, and one thing that we were obviously focusing on in our pre-show here was goaltending. Manhattanville, Olivia Cimarelli, she's got more starts to a game, almost double the amount of starts than any other goalie. She comes with a .937 save percentage, so it'll take some serious Oswego offense to see and break through her here this game.
And Oswego gets it back in their own end, guarded in the corner. It'll be picked up by Van Dam over to Booth. Booth on the far side, guarded by Stahl. Back and forth between the 3 and the 4 for the Lakers. It'll go over to Bednarik, and she'll keep it through center ice in their own zone. Behind DeVivo, she'll pass up to Booth. Booth on the near side, passes up to Smith near the Oswego bench. She'll take it across the blue line. Smith looks for a lane. She'll take a rip at it. It goes wide. That won't go. Bednarik picks it up again for the Lakers, gets the rebound. On the far side, she'll pass up top. There's a rip towards the net, and that's a glove save from Cimarelli.
One early thing I'm noticing from Manhattanville here is they're playing very tight with the Oswego State Lakers. Whenever possession is changed from one player to another for Oswego, they're immediately on them within about 2 to 3 feet of them, just keeping them honest, keeping them on their toes.
Absolutely, Rob, and down in the corner, it's McGrath who has it for the Lakers. Guarded up by near the net. Too much traffic to really get much going here for the Lakers, as you said, Rob, playing some really good defense for Manhattanville here early on. Manhattanville looks to get it back in their own zone. They will. Near off the near side wall is going to be picked up by Weisbeck. Weisbeck cross pass is broken up by the Lakers. Into the corner, she'll take a bump on the wall, and the Laker will lose an edge, and they'll pick it back up. Coley's gonna pass this one up to McGrath. McGrath on the near side goes to center ice. Here's a pass cross. McGrath set up, centering pass won't go. She'll whiff on it. And Manhattanville will pick it up in their own end. There's a big hit laid near the Oswego bench from Manhattanville, and it's getting chippy here early. Like to see the action early on, get the game rolling here as McGrath has it in the corner for the Lakers. On the near side, this one's picked up by Corbett. Corbett's gonna cross ice over to Shell. Shell takes a shot towards the right side, it won't go. Kelly on the near side against the boards, trying to take it back for the Lakers. Corbett will get it. Pass to Kelly inside, she tries to get it, she'll lose an edge, and that one's gonna be frozen by Cimarelli. And a good offensive movement there by the Lakers, but the Manhattanville defense has been solid.
Oh, absolutely. One of the good things that I'm noticing as well is that whenever Oswego looks like they're getting set up, they're always having to continuously move. Manhattanville's making them move a lot in this zone, and that's maybe screwing up some passing ability for them.
And that faceoff looks to be won by the Lakers, and down low, it's going to be Majewski. Up top, looking for a lane. This one will go back over to Kelly. Kelly's going to pass this one over to Booth. Down to the corner, it's picked up by Corbett. Majewski loses it into the corner. That one's going to look like it's going to be picked up by LePage. And taken back again by Corbett in the Manhattanville zone. She comes around the end, centering pass. Nobody's there for it. Really knocked out of the zone. Lakers will be forced to reset. Booth with possession takes it back to the Lakers zone. Look to get set up on offense. Cooley takes it near the Manhattanville bench, slows it down, being chased by Niedermeyer. Booth pass goes wide of, stopped over by Cimarelli. Pinty keeps it onside. That goes off the pad of Niedermeyer. And Manhattanville gets in the possession again with LePage. Cross ice pass is broken up, so he picked up by Coley. She'll dump it down back in the Manhattanville zone. A lot of dump and chase early on from both sides. Neither really getting much going on the offensive end, trying to get something going. Both defenses playing very well early on. And Niedermeyer loses it near her own bench. Near the blue line of the Oswego zone, Manhattanville dumps it into the corner. This one's picked up by Pinty, who's going to pass this one all the way up to Burke. Burke on the near side looks for a lane, and she won't get much going there. Getting to the corner, guarded by Flaherty. This one gets up to Preston. Preston pass down low. In the corner, guarded 2-on-1. Puck looking to get out. It will. Pass broken up by Hull, but it gets on the stick of Manhattanville, and here they come. On the offensive end, it's Stahl. And DeVivo comes to stop that one, but she'll swing on miss on that one, so Hull will pick it up for the Lakers. Hull's going to pass to Bednarik. Bednarik through center ice. Here she comes. One-on-one opportunity for Bednarik. She takes a shot, and that one's saved by Cimarelli right into the chest. Good save from Cimarelli.
Yeah, one thing as well that you're seeing early in this game here is how each team is playing offense. Oswego is very much a setup in the zone, pass it around, and possibly make the goalie and the defenders move type team. Meanwhile, I sense that Manhattanville, if they are going to put a goal on this board, it'll be off a rush like a 2-on-1.
Absolutely, as Manhattanville gets possession in their own end as they win the face-off. But Van Dam will break it up and keep it onside. Chased by Oben. Booth gets a stick on it as well. And across the blue line all the way down to the Oswego zone. It's going to be chased by Van Dam and Booth. Fall closely behind by Weisbeck. Hull loses it in the neutral ice, and that one's broken up by Manhattanville. Booth picks it back up in the Oswego ground over to McGrath. McGrath on the far side tries to get it back, but she'll get it over into the corner. Pass in front, nobody's home for it, too many defenders, and that won't go. And that one is kept offsides, won't be kept onside by the Lakers. Gerkasas loses that one, will be picked up by Manhattanville and Jolly. Jolly's pass is broken up. Majewski knocks it back to the Manhattanville zone. Looking to get going offensively. Another errant pass from Manhattanville. That'll go down to Lakers zone, and we'll get the icing call.
Yeah, and speaking of errant passes here, one of the things that Manhattanville's unfortunately kind of suffering from early in this game is that they're able to steal it away from the Oswego State Lakers fairly effectively in their own zone. They're just not able to do much with it. Their passes have been errant, like you said, and they just have not been able to break out as effectively as Oswego has been when it's down on their end.
And Oswego wins the face-off. Majewski with the puck. She'll pass in the middle. Too much traffic in front. So Pinty will get the rebound. Pinty's pass goes over to Kelly, and it goes off sides. Only 2 shots from the Lakers early on, none from the Valiants. Defensive battle early on as here's Majewski's pass is wide of Corbett. That'll be stolen away by Manhattan in their own zone. On the far side, Manhattanville guarded tightly. Not much happening. Delayed penalty coming against the Lakers.
Yeah, so this one will be cross-checking is the call, and looks like that's number 18,
Corbett.
Corbett going to the box, 2 minutes for cross-checking. So it'll be interesting to see. This is a good offensive opportunity for Manhattanville on a day that they might not get so many. So they'll want to make good use of this one while it's here.
5-on-4 advantage for Manhattanville starts now. They'll be on the power play for the next 2 minutes. Oswego on the penalty kill. In their own zone, Shell gets a stick on it. Manhattanville looks to get it going. Good opportunity early on for Manhattanville. Let's see if they can capitalize while Oswego try to take some momentum by stopping on the power play. And in the corner, it's just a battle. Someone to come away with it. And Bednar gets a stick on it. Short-handed, here come the Lakers through the neutral zone. Bednar pass off the wall is broken up by Manhattanville. That one's going to be picked up by Cantor. Back to the Manhattanville zone, they'll dump it away. Minute and 27 remain on the power play. Cantor in her own zone is going to pass that one up to Jolly. Jolly's pass is broken up. Stahl looks for it. It'll get picked up by Cantor again. Down to the corner, they'll dump and chase. And Oswego having a great time so far on the penalty kills. That one gets through the blue line again. Oswego dumps it away one more time. McGrath chases through the Manhattanville zone, but Manhattanville will come away with it. Here comes Chinetti. Chinetti out near the Oswego bench, going to dump it down again. Oswego will pick it up. They'll get a line change. 56 seconds remain on the power play for Manhattanville. Oswego with possession in their own zone. It's Pinty. Short-handed her pass goes into the corner. It'll be broken up by Weisbeck. Van Dam gets a stick on it as well. She'll lose an edge and she'll try to get back up. No one knew where the puck was, but Van Dam found it and picked it up. And across the blue line it goes again. Oswego having a good time on the penalty kill. Being chased down, it's Oben for Manhattanville. Oben in her own zone looks to set up offensively. 24 seconds remain on the power play. Pass, cross ice, over to Dower. In the corner, not getting much going out of their own zone. Oswego is swarming them short-handed. Breaking it up, it's Mucha. And Mucha all on her own. Great defensive play. Only 5 seconds now remain on the Manhattanville power play. Can't get a pass going. Mucha breaks it up once again, and that will kill off the penalty. So the power play expires. The Lakers return to full strength, and the first power play goes for nothing. No shots on the board yet, so it's still 2 shots for the Lakers, none for the Valiants. 0-0 score with 10:53 left to go here in the first. In their own zone, Shell picks it up for the Lakers, and they will set up. Shell's pass to Kirkostas is broken up by the Valiants, and that'll go back down around the corner to be picked up by Preston. Preston's pass is up to Corbett. And Corbett hit it up against the board. Shell will pick it back up for the Lakers. Off the bench is Iverson. She'll pick it up. And she'll lose the puck. It's stolen away by Manhattanville. Guinea is going to pass this one all the way up to LePage. And LePage is guarded closely by Iverson. She'll steal it away for the Lakers. In the corner, that one's going to be picked up by Burke. Near side board pass goes over to Van Dam. She'll take a shot at it. That one's blocked, so it won't go. Chased by Hull, goes across the blue line. Lakers forced to reset. Booth with the puck. She'll lose an edge, no call. And near the sin bin, Hull will fight with McKinnon to get it. The Lakers will get it back with Booth. Booth pass will go off the wall. That one's knocked away by Doherty. Pass up to Bednark. Through the neutral zone it goes. This one's going to be chased quickly by Smith. And Smith will get a stick on it for the Lakers. In a Manhattanville zone, Smith's pass will go over to Hull. Bednark gets it now for the Lakers. Bednark's centering pass is blocked by Oben. Hull's going to pass this one up to Pinty. Pinty back to Hull. Hull takes a shot that's blocked up into the net. Good opportunity for the Lakers, and they've got it moving on offense so far. But Manhattanville really shutting down the lanes, not giving them much to work with.
Yeah, and that's the one thing you're seeing is the difference between these two teams. Oswego is a much bigger and a much faster team. So Manhattanville, if they want to have a chance in this, they're really going to have to suffocate the offense that the Oswego State Lakers are willing to put on here.
Absolutely, Rob, as that faceoff is won by Manhattanville, and it's Oben. Oben's going to pass out to Mellon, but that one's blocked by the Lakers. On the far side, puck spits out towards Bednarik. Bednarik near the Oswego bench, going to pass back to Pinty. Back over across the ice. Lakers look to take a shot at it, and they will. That's a glove save. Good shot there from Kirkostas, but nice glove save.
Yeah, and Cimarelli as well, holding the fort down on her end for Manhattanville. As she's had to do so far this game, the Lakers haven't necessarily turned it into much of a shooting gallery quite yet. They've only got 4 shots as registered on the board, probably more shot attempts. But like I said, Manhattanville is doing a decent job of limiting what shots come to her so far.
And Manhattanville now gets possession as Jolly takes it through neutral ice. She'll dump it into the corner. That'll be chased down by Preston. Jolly has it, she'll take a backhander, but it's blocked by DeVivo. There in front again, and DeVivo will freeze it up, and that was the best opportunity and the first shot on goal for the Valiants have had all day.
Yeah, and the whole reason that shot came was because of forechecking. Jolly was doing a whole ton of forechecking deep in the zone, and I think if Manhattanville is going to get a goal, especially in this first period here, it's going to be coming as a result of forechecking and some aggressive play.
Absolutely. Flaherty knocks it back on side for Manhattanville. Booth will pick it up for the Lakers in their own zone. 8:25 remains here in the first. Majewski loses it. Jolly on the forecheck, like I mentioned, doing a great job, but Van Dam will pick it up for the Lakers. Van Dam takes a rip at it. That one's blocked in front. Shot blocked by Flaherty. This one's picked up by Corbett. Corbett takes a pass over to Booth. Booth takes a shot at it, it goes wide. Near side picked up by Van Dam. She's guarded closely by Weisbeck. Kelly will lose it under her stick. That one will be picked up by Flaherty. Flaherty off the boards. Majewski takes it back, but it goes under her stick, so it'll be picked up by Weisbeck. Weisbeck dumps it into the neutral zone, and Coley will pass over to Booth. Pass to Majewski is broken up by Kelly, so she'll take it herself. Corbett, shot, won't go. Nice save there by Cimarelli, and Manhattanville will go on the offensive attack as that one goes over down to DeVivo. And Pinty near the board is going to pass over to Coley. Coley's going to pass this up to Mucha. Pinty will take it after the pass is broken up. And here comes Mucha now for the Lakers through the neutral zone. Mucha makes a move. She'll take a shot that's broken up. That one's going to be picked up by Stahl, but the Lakers will get it back. There's a rip at the net, but that won't go. Shot from Coley. In the corner, Mucha gets it back for the Lakers. Joined with Cooley. And Cooley and Mucha will lose it, so Manhattanville will get it back. Stahl on the far side is stolen away again by the Lakers. And Cooley whiffs on that one. Shell will pick it up for the Lakers.
We got an arm up here. Here's a penalty coming up.
Well, we're going to stoppage, Rob. What were you just saying? Continue your thought there.
Yeah, there's a penalty coming up. This one will be for slashing. This one's going to be Manhattanville's first penalty of the game. And this one will be on number 14, Lily Doherty of Wakefield, Rhode Island. And one of the things that has sort of changed in Oswego's offense just in the past couple of minutes, initially they were rushing in with the specific intent of getting it set up. But now what they're doing is rushing it in with the specific intent of getting a shot on net to start things. They start out with getting a shot on net instead of starting by setting it up here. And we'll see if that change comes through here on the power play.
And Oswego will go on the 5-on-4 advantage for the next 2 minutes. Minute 50 left on the clock for them. Van Dam's going to pass over to Bednarik. Bednarik pass cross ice to Hull. Hull down low. Back over to Hull. She'll take a shot and she'll score! Mac Hull finds the back of the net for the Lakers, and they'll go up 1-0 on the power play.
wonderful passing play from the Oswego State Lakers here. And you have to hand it to Megan Smith as well, taking her position below the goal line, being that outlet so that Mac Hall could get a pass back to her, a quick fire back to Mac Hall, makes the goalie move back and forth a little bit, and she's able to find some twine. First goal of the game here.
I was saying the same thing. What a beautiful assist there from Smith over to Hull. Great offensive play on the power play for the Lakers. So Oswego will go up 1-0 with 6:12 left here in the first. And through neutral ice, it's Weisbeck who picks it up for Manhattanville. She'll lose it. Smith steals it away for the Lakers. And Smith will dump it down into the corner. Bednarik chases near the near side. And Bednarik has her stick on it now for the Lakers. Pass over to Kirkostas. Kirkostas loses that one. It's stolen away by Manhattanville. Oben's going to pass this one up, but it'll be taken by Shell for the Lakers. And it'll be dumped down by Parenti. Oben gets it now. Back up to Weisbeck. Guarded closely. Booth keeps it onside. Booth's going to pass. Here's a shot from Kirkostas that's blocked right in front. And what a block that one was from Manhattanville.
Yeah, Danielle Stadler, the one responsible for that wonderful defensive play. That one was a huge opportunity for Sophia Kirkostas. That could have been goal number 2 of this game, but it's just due to Danielle Stadler stepping up, getting right in her face, and getting right in the way of that shot that keeps it in a 1-goal game.
Textbook block there from Manhattanville. As they will win the face-off, the Lakers look to get it back, and they won't. And through neutral ice, it'll be picked up by Booth. Booth pass over to McGrath. McGrath down low over to Parenti. Parenti in the corner over to Kirkostas. Kirkostas all on her own. Pass back over to Parenti. Kirkostas will chase to the far side corner. Pass this one up to Van Dam. And Parenti in the corner. Go back over to Van Dam. Both lose the puck, but Parenti will pick it back up for the Lakers. She'll play a little soccer to get that one back. Looks for a lane. She'll lose an edge almost, but stays on her skates. And Manhattanville will take this one back. This one's going to be picked up by Oben. Oben near the near side board is going to dump it past the Oswego bench. And Niedermeyer will pick it up. Here's an opportunity for Manhattanville in front. There's a shot that is saved by DeVivo, and what an opportunity for Mellon that was, and DeVivo makes a great stop.
Abby Mellon and Andy Niedermeyer there doing a 2-on-0 quick pass right in front. Although I think if Abby Mellon could have gotten control of that a little bit quicker and got it off before DeVivo could have gotten set up right in front, we might have had a tied game right there. But it's good on DeVivo for getting set up fairly quickly and denying the shot.
And Manhattanville wins the face-off in their own zone, and that one goes all the way past DeVivo, so Oswego will pick this one up. Kelly's pass it to Majewski, goes wide, so it'll be chased by Majewski and McKinnon. And that will be blown dead.
Yeah, this one, that was a close one in terms of icing. They were both rushing all the way down, but thankfully, due to the fact that Lulu LePage is able to beat out that Oswego forward, they're able to have an offensive zone face-off on the other end.
Niedermeyer and Kelly skate in for the face-off. That puck doesn't move at all on the face-off, but Oswego will come away with it with Coley. And Coley's going to pass that one up, but it goes under the stick of Corbett, and that will be picked up by Weisbeck. Weisbeck's going to pass off the wall. This one's going to be taken back by Coley. Coley's going to pass this one over to Pinty, back to Coley. Back over to Pinty. Look to get it set up here. Kelly goes off her skate, and it'll be taken back by the Lakers. Cooley now to the Oswego bench, gets across the blue line up to Corbett. Corbett makes a move, looks for a shot. She'll take it. It's saved. This one's going up to Pinty again, back over to Preston, who takes it towards the middle. That one goes wide up and high, so it won't go for the Lakers. Manhattanville looks to get it offsides, and they will. Stahl, guarded by Mucha, will dump it away, and they will get a line change. Shell picks it up for the Lakers. This one goes up to Cooley. Mucha has it now for the Lakers. Mucha takes a shot at it. That's a glove save from Cimarelli.
I have to recognize the effort of Catherine Stahl there. You saw her almost being pinned on the boards over there by Tessa Mucha, but she was able to roll out of it and even put on a little bit of forechecking going down the other way. So It's those effort plays that are really going to make the difference in a game like this.
And that was broken up by Manhattanville, and here's an opportunity now for them. In front, there's a pass centering, and it won't go. That one's broken up by the Lakers. Good rush there for Manhattanville, but it won't work out for them. So Cooley's going to pass this one over to Burke. She'll pass it back over to Mucha. Into Manhattanville zone, Oswego will get a change, and Manhattanville will retain possession. That one's broken up by Hull, but quickly picked up by Manhattanville again. Van Dam tries to get it back, chased by Booth. Booth will be met by Oben, and Mucha will pick it back up now for the Lakers. Pass over to Bednarik. She'll take a shot in front. That's broken up. Bednarik's going to pass it up to Booth. Booth takes a shot that goes wide to the left. That won't go for the Lakers either. Tried to knock out a zone by Stahl, but she'll whiff on it, so Manhattanville will pick it up back in their own end. In the corner, Stahl and Hull, the battle of the twos, comes away with Hull and back over to Bednarik. Pass up to Van Dam over to Booth. Booth takes a rip at it, that goes wide. Bednarik now has it, but it'll be broken up by Manhattanville and go across the blue line. Lakers forced to reset. Kyrkostas comes off the bench, and here she comes. Kyrkostas looks for a lane. In front, she'll take a shot that won't go. She'll pick up her own rebound, though, and she'll skate all the way around, making a big 360. Over to Pintu, centering pass is broken up. And rebounded again by Kyrkostas. And that'll go offside, so the Lakers will be forced to reset. Coley will pick it up for Oswego. Pinty will pass this one up, but it's broken up. McGrath will chase it, and it'll be frozen by Cimarelli. 1:26 remains in the first.
I think it's pretty telling that most of the shots that Oswego is getting on in that offensive zone have really come from the outside and a little bit further up in the zone. I see that, though, with the exception of Sogia Kyrkostas just putting on the Jets and getting right in on the goalie and almost putting one in the back of the net here.
Here comes Manhattanville now. Weisbeck tries to pick it back up, but down it goes over to Cantor. Oswego gets it back in their own end. And that pass is wide, so it'll be chased by Cantor and McGrath. Battle of the 13s looks to be won by McGrath, but stolen away again by Manhattanville.
1 minute remains.
1 minute remains here in the first period of action. Score is Lakers 1, Valiants 0. 10 shots on the board for the Lakers, 5 for Manhattanville.
Yeah, as we get an icing here, we'll go all the way back down the other way. Still, I think, especially going into the intermission here with less than a minute left, Manhattanville can kind of take a little bit of comfort in knowing the fact that the only goal that's been put on the board so far came as a result of a power play. They haven't been beaten in even strength so far by the Lakers, although with how many shots have come and the shot disparity 10-5 so far in favor of the Lakers, some offense and some goals may be coming Oswego's way here shortly.
There's a good centering pass there for the Lakers. This one will be picked up by Kelly. Kelly's going to pass it to Preston, but it'll go across the blue, so they'll be forced to reset. Preston's going to pass this one over to Shell. Shell up to Kelly. Kelly's broken up, and it'll be stolen away again, but knocked down to Shell. Shell will pass, broken up by Manhattanville. That almost goes out of the ice, but it'll stay on. That one's picked up by Preston. Preston's pass is broken up. And Niedermeyer will just dump it into the corner, but that one's chased by Manhattanville again. Kaufman loses that one. Oswego will pick it back up. Here comes Corbett now for the Lakers. Corbett's guarded closely by LePage, and that one's broken up. And it'll be chased down by Shell as 4 seconds remain in the first. And that will just about do it for the first period as Majewski's going to pass it down. But time will expire. So we are 1 period in, and the Oswego State Lakers lead 1-0 over the Manhattanville University Valiants. And like you just said, Rob, that one goal coming the way of a power play, number 5 team in the country against Manhattanville. And Manhattanville, pretty sound play so far.
Oh, absolutely. They've been, like I said, they can take some comfort going back into the locker room and knowing that the only time that they've been beaten on this ice so far is that one power play goal coming from Matt Hull and that beautiful assist as well. We have to mention it again for Megan Smith. But once again, one of the things that I'm noticing is the fact that Oswego is a much better conditioned team and a much bigger size team. They're using their speed, they're using their size so far in a game like this. Manhattanville, what I think they need to do, and you noticed it in the last minute there, is the fact that they were able to suffocate them and use the neutral zone to sort of break up a few of their rushes. If Manhattanville can do that more often, break up rushes in the neutral zone, then they could get more opportunities going the other way and getting on those odd man rushes that have proven to get them a few shots in so far in this game here.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at our period summary now on a full screen. We'll talk about some of the power plays that happened here. Now, Oswego, like we mentioned, was able to capitalize on the power play, and that's how they have their 1-0 lead, while Manhattanville was not able to capitalize on their power play.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where Oswego almost made it easy. Oswego almost made it look easy with that power play. They were able to kill off Manhattanville's power play and keep most of the play in the neutral zone, if not in Manhattanville's end. So it's fairly telling that even on a power play, it's not quite going to be as effective as, say, a Lakers power play over Manhattanville so far.
And we take a look at now some of the stats. Shots, 25 for the Lakers, 10 of them going on net, 6 for Manhattanville, only 4 going on net, disparity in the shot category. 0 for 1 the power play for Manhattanville, 1 for 1 for the Lakers. 7 faceoffs won by the Valiants, and 10 won by Oswego. So we see the disparity in the shot total. That's going to do it for the first period of action here at the Deborah F. St. Louis Arena up here in the Steve Lee press box. We're going to a quick break. We'll set on a full screen, and we will come back shortly for the start of second period action. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego right here on WTOP 10.
No.
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close-up of that one.
Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
La 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 la.
Free.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
And welcome back up to the Steve Lee press box here at Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena and Convocation Hall. I'm Ken Gerard, coincided by the wonderful and rockin' Rob Finger. I gotta think of something new for next period to call you. I did rockin', I did wonderful. I don't know what other.
Marvelous.
I could call you marvelous.
That's what my grandpa always says.
Marvelous. Marvelous. With the accent, marvelous.
Yeah, he's from
Let's move
downstate.
forward. We got to talk about
marvelous.
hockey. Thank you guys for joining us here for a hockey night in Oswego right here on WTOP 10. Just to bring you guys back to the last period, the Lakers are up 1-0 over the Manhattanville University Valiants. And Rob, just give me your synopsis with your wonderful, marvelous hockey brain. What do you got for me?
Well, it was really the Oswego Lakers' entire period. They were just chucking on all the offense that they possibly could, with the exception of a few rushes here and there from the Valiants. It's not quite to the point where, like, this game is a foregone conclusion, because it all depends on how those Valiants coming out onto the ice now, how they approach this period right here. If they're the first ones to score in this, then obviously they've tied the game. It becomes a brand new game from there, 1-1, but the Oswego State Lakers, they essentially still have fair control of this game, and it's theirs in their hand, and it's for Manhattanville to steal it away from them.
Absolutely, and we see DeVivo net. Now, she's only seen 4 shots on net, 6 total shots. What do you make of that? She's perfect. She's got 100% save percentage right now.
As of right now, yeah, she's looked fairly good. When those few rushes came to her, she was able to get ready. She was able to ready herself, stance herself right in front of the puck with fair confidence, and it looks like she's going to be a pretty good force in that for the Lakers.
And Cimarelli on the other end, 10 shots getting to her, only 1 gets by, 90% not bad either.
Yeah, it's still 900 on the night so far for Cimarelli, so we'll see if that play continues here in the next couple periods.
Well, 20 minutes goes on the clock. The second period about to be underway as we are ready for face-off in center ice to start the second period of action here in Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena and Convocation Hall. Lakers lead 1-0 over Manhattanville, and we are underway as Manhattanville wins the opening face-off. Down through Oswego zone, the Lakers will take it back. This one goes over to Preston. Picked up by Mucha. There's a ripper there from Willoughby, but that goes high. And picked up again by Oswego in their own zone. Look to get it out of there. That one's kept on sides, but guarded closely by Preston. And Shell will pick it up now for Oswego and get it off across the blue line. And Willoughby's going to pass that one back through their own zone. And they will get a line change, so Oswego will set up to go on the offensive end. That's kept on sides by Manhattanville. No time out of the Oswego zone yet this period. But Hull will get a stick on it for Oswego. And it goes under the stick of Shell, so it'll be picked up by Preston. Shell on the near side finally gets things going for the Laker. It goes up to Hull, past that one, past Cooley, and it'll be taken back by Manhattanville again, but Hull will keep her stick on it. And way to get around the defenders from Mac Hull. And in the corner, Manhattanville gets it back in their own zone. Pass is broken up by Van Dam, and Booth will pick it back up for the Lakers. But Narek has it now. She's got an opportunity with an open lane there. That's broken up by Manhattanville, but she'll take a rip at it anyway, and that won't go. So Hull in the corner will have it now for Oswego. 2-on-2 corner battle is won by Manhattanville. Poked away again by Bednarek. And up to Van Dam. And Van Dam can't get a hold on it. That one's taken back, but Bednarek will keep it on sides for the Lakers in the Manhattanville zone. Here's a shot from Smith in front that's saved by Cimarelli, and Smith will get pushed after the play by Jolly. She got a little bit too close to Cimarelli.
Yeah, one thing that I'm noticing, I feel like Mac Hull is such an X factor to the point where just before they entered the zone, they were coming through the neutral zone, and it would have been all but a Manhattanville turnover over to Manhattanville had it not been for Mac Hull staying with that puck, keeping her stick relatively close to it, and keeping that so that they can enter the Manhattanville zone and set up.
And Oswego now possession in the Manhattanville zone. This one's picked up by Corbett. In the corner, she'll lose it. Kirkostas will pick it back up for Oswego. Kirkostas will pass this one up to Shell, back to Kirkostas. Back over to Shell. Shell takes a rip at it. That gets blocked by traffic and saved.
One thing that I'm noticing, especially from Manhattanville, is some words are said right in front of the crease right there, but nonetheless, Manhattanville, one of the things that I noticed is that as they're coming out to challenge the attacker, challenge the defenders, they're almost stopping short. They need to skate through them and make it like that they're going to skate through all the way and lay the body. That way that they can sort of maybe get into the minds of the Oswego State Lakers here.
And that puck's dumped through the Oswego zone. DeVivo will slow it down, and it'll be picked up by Oswego. And that pass to McGrath goes wide. This one's picked up again by the Lakers. And Parenti will lose it back up to Kirkasis, but they'll get a line change, and Manhattanville will take possession of the puck. And Manhattanville's pass goes along the boards through the far side corner, and this one will be called down for an icing.
This period so far has been very much back and forth. Even in the, about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes that have already come off the clock anyway, it's been a very back and forth thing, and I think that it's a very good sign for Manhattanville specifically.
And after the face-off, Oswego will get possession. Corbett with the puck takes it around the back of the net. Looking for a centering pass to Kelly. She'll get it, and she can't stay on her feet. But she'll lose that one. There's a shot to Cimarelli that's stopped. Corbett now with the puck for Oswego. Up to Shell. Shell pass on to Corbett, goes wide. It's broken up. And Majewski in the corner now trying to get it back for the Lakers. That one goes out to Kelly, back up to Shell. Shell looks for a shot that's blocked in front. Good block there from Stahl. Majewski picks up the rebound for the Lakers on the far side. Her pass goes center to Kelly. Kelly takes a backhand shot that won't go. Oswego gets it back once again with Corbett in the corner. Kelly will skid off of the Lakers, and Mucha will come on for Oswego. Mucha calls for a pass fresh off the bench, centering pass. His shot goes wide. And Mucha will get her own rebound, but it's taken away by Manhattanville, and Oswego will get a big change. Down low, Flaherty tries to get it back, and centering shot is no good. It's saved by Cimarelli. Good offensive pressure from the Lakers, trying to get something by Cimarelli without the power play. You have to do that early on, and it's now 15:58 left in the second. And Booth knocks down the pass for Manhattanville, picked up again by Oswego. Pass nobody's home for Van Dam, and that will go across the blue line. Oswego forced to reset. And Booth will come off, and Manhattanville will get possession of the puck here. Flaherty's pass is stolen away by Pinty. Pinty's got it all on her own, guarded closely, and that goes wide. Good opportunity there for Pinty, but down into the corner it goes. Oswego comes away with it. Cooley with the puck for the Lakers up near the blue line. He's going to pass it off the wall to Smith. Smith will pass it back off the wall. That pass is broken up by Manhattanville. Flaherty has it now for the Valiants. That's broken up by Pinty and pushed back across the blue line. Cimarelli will slow this one down for the Valiants. Hull comes all the way down, crashes up against the boards. And Coley's pass is broken up and out of the zone. Block pass there from Niedermeyer. And DeVivo will pass this one over. Niedermeyer chasing behind Coley. In Oswego zone, the Lakers have possession. Pass to Bednarik goes wide, and it'll be chased down low by Manhattanville. Over to LePage. He's going to pass this one up to Weisbeck, but that'll go back over to LePage. LePage up to Jolly, and Jolly's pass is broken up by McGrath, so McGrath and the Lakers will get it back. Pass the shell off the boards, will be chased down by Oben, and Oben will get it back from Manhattanville, dump it back up towards Jolly. Oswego gets a stick back on it in their own zone. And that puck just skates around everywhere besides where they wanted it to be, and that'll be frozen by Manhattanville.
Yeah, and speaking of Olivia Cimarelli there, as they're playing so much in the Manhattanville end, I'm watching what Cimarelli's doing. Her tracking of the puck is excellent. Doesn't matter if it comes across with a quick pass or gets redirected up high, she's able to track it 100% of the time, and that's a great thing for a goalie to be able to do.
And Manhattanville gets it out of their own zones, up against the boards. Parenti tries to get it back for Oswego. McGrath will chase down low with Oben. Near side, Booth keeps it on sides for the Lakers. Oben takes it back for Manhattanville. Up along the boards, that one's picked up by Weisbeck. And Van Dam gets a stick on it now for the Lakers, and Van Dam gets it going offensively for the Lakers in the Manhattanville zone. Pass over to Kelly. Kelly pass down low is broken up with the traffic in front. Oben will take it back for Manhattanville. Across the blue line, it's Weisbeck trying to get it on sides for Manhattanville to that Oswego zone. And they will with Cantor. They'll get a line change. Oswego will try to get it moving now out of their own zone with Van Dam. That pass over to Majewski goes wide as we picked up by Flaherty. Flaherty's pass goes over to Booth. And that will be frozen by Cimarelli. So 13-10 remains here in the first. 16 shots for the Lakers, 5 for the Valiants.
Yeah, and so far, like I said, a lot of this game is being played in the Manhattanville end, but one of the things that I've seen as well is that they're not necessarily letting the Oswego State Lakers get very close to their goaltender, Olivia Cimarelli. They're keeping them fairly out wide fairly effectively.
In the Manhattanville zone, Oswego tries to get it back. It'll be picked up by Cooley. Up against the boards. Oben knocks it around the end. Picked up by Flaherty. Coley gets it back for the Lakers. Coley's pass to Cooley goes over to blue lines. Oswego will be forced to reset at neutral ice. Pass up to Mucha. Mucha pass across to Smith, who takes a shot at it, and it's saved by Cimarelli.
And that's another thing that we've seen as well, like that whole theme of getting shots out from wide. The Oswego State Lakers have chosen to take a lot more shots out from wide, from above the top of the circles, as opposed to like being in the circles or in the slot. And that's a big part of what Manhattanville is limiting them to be doing right now.
And Manhattanville, their own zone, gets possession. Loses that. There's a shot from Smith that won't go. Good opportunity for the Lakers. Bednarik gets the rebound. Bednarik's pass to the corner is broken up by the Valiants. And they will go on the offensive attack with Niedermeyer. And Shell will chase it through the Oswego zone. DeVivo slows it down for her out of net. Hole near the Oswego bench will pass it across the ice. Over to Bednarik. This one's picked up by Majewski. And Parenti now whiffs on that one. Pass over to Smith goes wide. This one's picked up by Hull. Hull skating around looking for an open pass. She'll pass it behind, but that one's picked up in the corner. Smith will try to take it back for the Lakers, but it'll be picked up by Niedermeyer, and she'll push it through the neutral ice. Here comes Doherty now. Doherty will get pushed down by Booth, and Oswego will take it back. Booth will pass it across over to Iverson. Iverson goes around the back of the net looking for a lane. She's guarded closely, trying to get an open shot. And that one's broken up and stolen away by Stahl. Stahl will pass. That pass is broken up by Booth. And that'll be dumped down by Oben. Manhattanville will get a quick change with some new players on the ice, and Van Dam will pass up to Kierkostas. And that goes under the stick of Kierkostas, so it'll be picked up by Manhattanville, but there'll be an icing before they can even get to it.
Yeah, so we'll go down the other way, all the way to the Oswego end of things. And one of the things that I saw on the other side just a couple minutes ago was a little bit of a scrum between Jenna Majewski and Maya Booth of the Lakers and number 5, Harper Weisbeck of Manhattanville over on the far side. So things might be getting a little bit tense here as a shot comes on DeVivo over there. She's able to cover it up fairly nicely. But one of the things that Manhattanville might want to do in relation to something like that, play the mental game. The Lakers haven't been able to get a goal on the board so far in this second period. This is their home ice. They're only up by 1 goal on a team that, well, they might be up 3 goals on a team like this in any other circumstance.
And Oswego will get it back at their own end after a couple of good shots, one coming from Weisbeck. And that'll be picked up by Willoughby. And Cantor will lose it, so Pinty will get it for the Lakers. She'll pass this one back to Van Dam, back up to Pinty. And Pinty on the far side gets it across the blue line. Iverson will pick it up from behind her. Iverson will pass to Coley. Coley will take a shot in front. That's saved. And Manhattanville will get the rebound. Coley keeps it on sides for the Lakers. Calls for the pass. There's a shot from Majewski that's saved. Shot from Pinty that goes wide. Pressure is turned on for the Lakers. They have got it going on the offensive end with 10:22 left to go here in the second. Pass over to Coley. Coley takes a rip at it. That goes in over the head of Cimarelli, and the Lakers will score.
What a shot from the point that was, and that one had a very weird arc to it because from those past 2 shots as well, you saw that Olivia Cimarelli was able to track them fairly easily. I think she thought that that one was going to go over her crossbar, but it just dipped down just below the crossbar, and I believe that's a Manhattanville timeout we're having right here. But nonetheless, 2-0 Lakers on a goalie that, like I said earlier, came in with a .937 save percentage. So she's got it's nothing. She's not a goalie to scoff at here. This is a big opportunity for the Lakers.
Absolutely not. And you see that shot, it just goes up. It's just the way the puck flew. It went up and then came right back down. It was a weird one. It was like a sinker in baseball. It just came up and came back in with a weird curve. I didn't think it was going in. I was kind of caught off guard, to be completely honest with you. So that was an interesting shot. I mean, it was a good shot, so the Lakers will go up 2-0. And again, we talked about the differentiating in the shots for each team. Oswego with 20 and the Valiants with 6 on net. So it's been all Oswego for the most part in the second period in terms of shots. But Manhattanville have been able to break up some of the passes from the Lakers.
Yeah, like you said, Manhattanville's been able to break it up a little bit. Maybe not necessarily in the places that they 100% would have wanted to break it up, but they've been able to break it up. The thing with it, though, is that the Lakers have already eclipsed their total from the first period. They had 10 shots in the first period. They've already gotten 10 shots in the second period, and we're not even halfway through. So something needs to give on that Manhattanville bench, and you got to wonder what head coach Jennifer McCaskill over there is discussing with her team and what sort of strategy they're going to employ in the back half of this period.
Well, the number 5 team in the country looks really good in the second period. Again, a good goal, and that was their first one. It didn't come way of a power play. So Oswego can finally break the ice there. And Manhattanville, they got to just, they got to get it going. Well, center ice face-off. 10:18 left to go here in the second. Face-off is won by Manhattanville. And Oswego will be on the back check in the Manhattanville zone trying to get it going on offense. And that pass just goes wide, so that'll be chased down by Preston. And Corbett has it now in the Oswego zone. Majewski with it for the Lakers. Pass goes wide, almost a shot there. In the Manhattanville zone, Manhattanville picks it up. And Kelly will try to get it back into the zone, and she will. Here comes Corbett now for the Lakers. Pass to Kelly, and she'll lose it. Smacks her stick in frustration. Calling for a pass, it's Van Dam, but it's broken up by Manhattanville. And that one will be chased by Burke, who picks it up for the Lakers. Mucha now neutralized with the puck. Gets it across the blue line barely, and Van Dam will push it all the way over. And Oben will pick it up for Manhattanville. Mucha gets a stick on it. Van Dam will go chase it for Oswego through the Lakers zone, guarded by Stahl. Booth with it now for the Lakers. Booth with Stahl chasing close behind will pass up to Mucha. And that will be pushed back into the Oswego zone. Van Dam back over to Booth in the Oswego zone again. It's Cooley now trying to get a stick on it, guarded by Oben. And that will go across the blue line, so Manhattanville would be forced to reset. They'll get a change. Van Dam will pick it up for Oswego. Pass near their own bench goes over to Burke. Burke will push it across the blue line, and Oswego will get a change of their own. Down low, it's Cooley for Oswego, trying to get the puck back, and that one's picked up by the Lakers. Hull with it now for Oswego. Taking it around, looking for the pass. She'll keep it herself, and it stays, and it goes over the blue line. Hull unable to keep that one on sides. Oswego will reset. Coley gets it back in the zone. Manhattanville will get it back, though. They'll steal it away. Coley with it now, back over to Hull. Hull's going to pass over to Smith. Smith pass to Hull goes wide. Good centering pass, but the Lakers won't be able to capitalize on that opportunity. As Coley tries to take it back in the corner, Hull will come in and take it. That will be picked up by Weisbeck for Manhattanville, and that goes all the way through neutral ice. She'll dump it away, and Manhattanville will get a change, and will get an icing.
Yeah, so our new score on the board, 2-0 as of just a couple minutes ago. But in a game like this, even though a 2-goal lead is not insurmountable by any means, in a relatively slow and sort of defensively minded game as this, the Valiants are really going to have a tough time trying to equal that score, if not even get a goal on the board here, especially in the second period.
And Manhattanville will win the faceoff in their own zone, but it'll be stolen away by McGrath. McGrath whiffs on the puck, so it'll go back to the corner to Kirkasis. Kirkasis loses an edge, and she'll be guarded again by Jolly. And two will lose an edge there. Someone trying to come away with it finally. It will be Oswego, and it's Kirkasis. Kirkasis will pass this one down over to Parenti. This one will go back to Preston, back over to Kirkasis. And Jolly will finally pick it up for Manhattanville, and it'll get out of the zone. Lakers would be forced to reset. McGrath almost gets that one stolen away from Cantor, but it'll go back to the Oswego zone. Manhattanville will get a change, and the Lakers will get it back. That goes off the stick of Corbett, and across the ice it goes again. This one picked up by Cantor and the Valiants, but back to neutral ice, the Lakers pick it up. Majewski with it now, whiffs on it, almost stolen away by Mellon. And Oswego will get a change with having Kelly come on the ice for the Lakers. Majewski and Cantor down low, picked up by Booth. Booth takes a shot at it, that it goes wide. And Cimarelli comes out of net for a second, a little wide. She'll get right back to where she's supposed to be. Kelly will lose it down again. Cantor steals it back for Manhattanville. She'll dump it off the boards. Booth takes a shot at it in front towards Kelly with a good opportunity. And that one is stopped dead and frozen by Cimarelli.
Yeah, number 10, Jaden Kelly, is fairly lucky that she got out of harm's way because she had 4 Manhattanville Valiants right around her. And she was essentially staring down Olivia Cimarelli right in the front. So, especially in a game like this, you might get a few taps or a few friendly shoves if something like that happens.
Got to protect the goalie. That's the hockey creed. As Pinty takes a shot that goes wide. Back over to Kelly. Kelly makes a move with an open lane. She'll take a shot, and there's a glove save from Cimarelli. And good opportunity there for Kelly, but nice save from Cimarelli.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a wonderful little toe drag from Kelly. And especially when you're working with aggressive attackers like this, little toe drags like that and little small fake out moves can really make the difference, can really be effective against a team that is trying to be aggressive and play tight in on you. If you can get that split second fake out and split second opportunity to shoot it, you shoot it every day.
And head coach Mark Digby will be talking to one of the officials, Verminski, down on the ice. Figuring out what's going on here. Digby's going to be chatting with the officials, and Oswego's near their own bench, so Manhattanville in their own zone is chatting amongst themselves. Any clues here, Rob?
Well, you'd love to be a fly on the wall for something like this. Because, well, like I said, it wasn't anything necessarily out of the normal. It was just a regular shot from Kelly in on Olivia Cimarelli. She's able to make the stop. I'm not quite sure what Mark Digby would be necessarily looking for, at least clarification from the referees about for something like this, but it seems as if he's content with whatever the referees have to say, and we'll get back to business as usual.
And Niedermeyer for Manhattanville also talking to the rest, trying to figure out what Digby was talking about. Yeah, you'd like to be a fly on the wall in this scenario and figure out what they were chatting about,
absolutely.
But must be all well and done as we're getting ready now for a face-off in the Manhattanville zone with 5:58 left to go here in the second. And there's a quick shot off the face-off from Hull that is saved by Cimarelli. So 5:55, only 3 ticks will come off the clock.
Yeah, we'll have take 2 as it was to the right of Cimarelli here.
Face-off won by Smith and the Lakers, but the face-off goes all the way through the neutral zone. So Coley will get it for Oswego. She'll pass this one over to Pinty. Off the stick of Hull, it goes back to the Manhattanville zone into the corner. Down low, Hull with possession for Oswego, joined by Booth. Booth will get her stick on it now, and she'll fight in the corner to get it back, but this one's taken away by Flaherty. And they will dump this one away and get it away from their goalie. And DeVivo calls for the icing, and she will get it.
Now that we have another offensive zone face-off, do you think we've had a single offensive zone face-off for Manhattanville in this period, outside of possibly the first 2 minutes?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Been a lot of.
Just goes to show how dominant this Oswego offense has been in the second period, namely.
Absolutely, Rob. Good observation there to know that, yeah, there has been a lot of face-offs and a lot of time spent in that Manhattanville zone as they will dump that, but kept on sides by Shell, and they all skated with the puck. So Oswego will get it back in the offensive zone and set up with Cooley. Cooley's pass will go over to Mucha. Mucha in the corner will pass back over to Cooley. Cooley skating around, trying to find an open pass. She'll find Mucha. Mucha takes a backhander, that won't go. Near the boards, Preston will try to get it back, but Shell will take it on the blue. She'll take a shot, and a little dribbler in front that will be saved by Cimarelli. And we will get yet another face-off in the Manhattanville zone.
Yeah, and if you're Manhattanville, you really got to pay attention to Tessa Mucha and Elizabeth Cooley, especially down there. They were working a lot in that lower slot and mid-slot area, and that's where Tessa Mucha actually got that pass and a quick shot in on Cimarelli. So Manhattanville's got to cover those guys, especially in a game like this.
Absolutely, as now Oswego will get it in the neutral zone. It'll go back to Manhattanville zone. And the Valiants will pick it up. And Manhattanville trying to get it out of their own zone and get something going, as this one will be blown dead.
Yes, I think it hit one of the gloves of Lulu LePage's teammates right above her. As we'll have, I believe, either our first or second neutral zone face-off in this second period anyway.
And Oswego will win that face-off. Van Dam has it now for the Lakers. Her pass will go up towards Preston, but it'll go wide. In the corner, Kirkostas and Parenti going for the puck. Kirkostas will pick it up for Oswego. Kirkostas tries to kick it away. She'll swing and miss on it, so Van Dam will get it back for the Lakers. But it will be taken back by LePage and the Valiants. Only for a short time as Kirkostas again skating everywhere, trying to get the puck back. Oswego with a chance now. Here's a shot in front, that won't go. Good opportunity there for Parenti. This goes up to Van Dam. She'll get it on her stick and keep it on sides. To the far side, she will chase, dump down around the corner, and it'll be picked up by Parenti. Corbett comes on the ice for the Lakers. Van Dam will skate off, and Pinty comes on. Booth with the puck now is going to pass this one across the ice. Here's a pass to Pinty. Shot, she scores! Pinty scores for the Lakers, and it's now 3-0 Oswego over Manhattanville.
What a play that was to get it right to Sydney Pinty, right backdoor, textbook backdoor play for the Oswego State Lakers. And that's more become the theme, just textbook good plays for Oswego. And it's net them 3 goals, 3 unanswered in this contest here.
And that'll be Pinty's 3rd goal on the season for the Lakers to give the Lakers the 3-0 lead with 3:26 left to go in the second. 27 shots for Oswego on net. And again, only 6 for Manhattanville, trying to get it through that Oswego zone and give DeVivo a little bit to work with here. But Oswego will get it back in their own zone. Coley's going to pass back over to Pinty, the recent goal scorer. Pinty will pass, broken up by Manhattanville. Here's an opportunity now for Weisbeck. Here's a shot in front. Good opportunity for Manhattanville. Backhander is saved again. Good opportunity for the Valiants. Their best one yet this period. But Oswego defensively will come away with it, and a good save from DeVivo. So down low in the Manhattanville zone, they'll pick it back up with Weisbeck. Weisbeck's pass is broken up by Smith. Smith in neutral ice will lose it. This was taken away by the Valiants. And Bednarik will steal it back for the Lakers. She'll lose an edge near the face-off circle, and coming away with it finally is Nettemeyer. Weisbeck has it now in the Oswego zone. She is pushed up against the boards by Preston, and she'll take a hit. And Bednarik to neutral ice gets it over to Hull. Hull will move it down the ice for the Lakers. Hull will slow it down, get it going on offense. Hull looks for a pass. She'll pass it, and it'll go nowhere as it's blocked by Manhattanville and Flaherty. And through neutral ice it goes. Shell will chase it for the Lakers into their own zone. Shell is guarded by Mellon. Shell will pass this one up to Smith. Smith will take it through neutral ice for the Lakers. Smith will pass across the ice over to Bednarik, but she'll lose it quickly, keeps it on sides. Pass stolen by Flaherty. This pass is kept on sides by Manhattanville in their own zone. She's guarded by Hull. Hull will break up the pass and neutralize. Mucha comes off the bench and breaks it up and puts it back in the Manhattanville zone. But they will take it back with Mellon. Mellon will dump it into the corner for the Valiants. Pass by Van Dam goes over to Burke. That's broken up, but taken away again by Mucha. And Burke will inevitably get a stick on it for the Lakers. So through neutral ice, here they come with 1 minute and 22 seconds left to go. Burke looks for a shot. She'll go around the back. She'll pass this one up to Booth. Call for the pass is Van Dam. Van Dam whiffs on the shot, and that one's stolen away. Manhattanville for a quick time. But Cooley will chase down into the corner to get it back for Oswego. Cooley with it now is going to pass this one up to Booth. Booth takes a ripper at it that gets saved by Cimarelli. Less than a minute remains here, and Cantor will pick it up for Manhattanville. Pinty gets a stick on it again. Now here comes Parenti. Parenti with an open opportunity for the Lakers. Parenti will take a shot, and it'll be saved by Cimarelli. What an opportunity there for the Lakers, and a good save from Cimarelli. Oswego sets up on offense again with Pinty. Pinty keeps it on sides. 34 seconds remain here in the second. In front, Kirkostas. She'll whiff on the shot. What another good opportunity for the Lakers. And they've turned the pressure up and the heat on here late in the second. Oswego trying to get a goal before we go to the next intermission. And Manhattanville tries to get it out of the zone. Coley keeps it onside. Coley takes a rip at it, and that's saved into the chest of Cimarelli. And Rob, I think I'm losing my voice. That was crazy.
Yeah, Olivia Cimarelli is the #1 reason why Manhattanville is still in this game and why the score isn't something like 5-0, 6-0. It's because Cimarelli's been able to stand tall in net for the Valiants here. She's still got a 900 on the night with that just now 30th shot of the night on net.
And here comes Manhattanville chasing through the Oswego zone. DeVivo calls for icing. She won't get it. Stahl loses that one. Pinty will pick it up for the Lakers. And Smith will skate it out, and that will end the second period of action. So Oswego scores 2 goals here in the second. They go up 3-0 over the Manhattanville Valiants. 7 shots for Manhattanville and 30 on net for Oswego. And it has been an Oswego offensive front quickly here in the second.
Yeah, and if you thought that first period was controlled by Oswego, that second period doubly so, especially in that shot column. We saw 10 shots put on in that first period, 20 shots put on in that second period from the Lakers. So they've essentially made this game all theirs. They've got a 3-goal lead going into the third period. But it's not like that they can sit back and relax, you know? They still have shown a few different weaknesses here and there that the Valiants have been able to sort of pick apart and get a few rushes off of. So the Lakers can't quite sit back yet. They've still got a full period to play in the form of that third period.
Let's take a look at the period recap now. As we mentioned before, it's 3-0 Oswego, 30 shots for the Lakers, 58 total, 30 of them on net. 11 shots for Manhattanville, 7 on net. 0-1 on the power play. No penalties called this period, something we did not acknowledge yet. No more power plays this period, but Oswego, again, winning that face-off battle. Now a larger discrepancy there. 25 for Oswego, 12-1 for Manhattanville, and Oswego is statistically winning this game by a mile. But Manhattanville has done some things that you won't see on the stat sheet that's been pretty good too.
Yeah, and especially, like you mentioned, this period didn't have a single power play, but the thing is, I feel like that's not necessarily a good tell, just because that period was not any, either cleaner or less dirty than that first period. There was still gritty play on either side of the ice. There was still bodies being thrown here and there. I will say, though, Riley Preston was lucky that she didn't get a penalty in that far corner of the Lakers end on that one, because she kind of did throw Harper Weiss back over a bit. But like I said, still a very tightly played game anyway, but the Lakers have it in their hands so far.
They absolutely do. We'll see if Manhattanville can mount the comeback or if the Lakers can hold on and win this one in the third and final period. We're going to go to a quick break, set on a full screen, and when we come back, it'll be time for the third and final period of action between the Oswego State Lakers and the Manhattanville University Valiants. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego right here on WTOP 10.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
Kinda late, the Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty.
The thought of turkey is just nauseating.
I think you're wrong, is what I think.
You think I'm wrong a lot of time.
I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
And welcome back up to the Steve Lee press box right here in the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena and Convocation Hall. I'm Kenny Gerard, coincided by the wonderful Rob Finger, and marvelous was the other word we talked about last period. But we're getting ready for the third and final period of action here tonight, and the Oswego State Lakers, currently the Manhattanville Valiants, 3-0, 30 shots to 7.
Oh yeah, this, like I said at the end of the second period, this game is completely within the Lakers' hands, and it's what they decide to do with it that matters. As they come back onto the ice here, they've got a 3-goal lead. They've got a little bit of comfortability. They've got plenty of insurance. They just have to essentially see this game all the way to its end. They can't necessarily come too far off of that gas pedal, but like I said, they've got quite the lead here, and with the pace of this game that's a little bit slower and a little bit more defensively minded, that 3-goal deficit is nigh on insurmountable, unfortunately.
So what do you think Manhattanville would have to do in order to pull away a 3-0 deficit and come back and win this thing?
They would have to essentially shut down the entire neutral zone for the Oswego State Lakers, because one thing I've noticed is that off of opening faceoffs and faceoffs in the middle, Manhattanville tends to get a rush going the other way. So we'll see if that happens here at the start of this third period. But like I said, they're going to have to shut down that neutral zone, stop any single rush that Oswego can manage, and get things going the other way as quickly as they can.
And for the Lakers, they just got to hold on to that 3-0 lead. 20 minutes go on the clock. Third and final period of action between the Manhattanville University Valiants and the Oswego State Lakers. And Oswego will win the opening faceoff of the third period. Burke on the rush for the Lakers. Quick action there. Shot goes off the pad of Cimarelli. In the corner, it's Shell for the Lakers trying to steal it back from Manhattanville. And Burke will come away with it for Oswego. Burke will pass that one across the blue line up to Preston, so Oswego will be forced to reset in the neutral zone. Pass back up to Burke. Goes under the stick of Shell, so she'll chase back into the Oswego zone to get it back. And across the blue line, it goes up to Burke. She'll get it across the second blue line into the corner. They'll get a change, and Manhattanville will pick up possession, but Hull comes off the bench trying to steal it right back. Cooley gets on her stick over to Hull. Niedermeyer tries to get a stick on it, and she'll whiff on it. Bednarik has it now with an opportunity in front. Bednarik passes nobody home for that shot opportunity. Bednarik gets it back in the corner for Oswego. Back this one up over to Van Dam. And Van Dam will pass it around the boards. Booth will come up to get it. Booth will pass up to Hull. Hull loses that one over the blue line. Flaherty playing great defense behind her, trying to keep it out of their zone. Back over to Booth, into the Manhattanville zone. Opportunity in front. There's a shot, rebound, shot, it's good! Smith with the rebound goal for the Lakers, and they'll strike again. It's 4-0 Oswego.
And Megan Smith coming in with a huge rebound. That's exactly what you do on a play like that. When you get that turnover right essentially in between the top of the circle and the blue line, you crash the net. That is exactly what Megan Smith did, and that is exactly why she's got the 4th goal of the game.
And what a play by Smith to be aware where the puck was on that rebound, found the open side of Cimarelli on the pad side, and she'll sink one in the back of the net. So Oswego will go up 4-0 here with 18:37 left to go in the third. That shot goes over towards DeVivo, but she'll knock it down. In the Oswego zone, they'll steal it back. Up to McGrath, she'll get across the blue line. LePage tries to put it back, but it'll be picked up again by Parenti. Parenti's pass to McGrath is broken up. She'll steal it back, and this one will be blown dead.
Yeah, and that 4th goal from the Lakers, they're coming super early in this third period. That, unfortunately for Manhattanville, is one of those super psychological, defeaters. When you come into a third period like this thinking that you're going to be like, okay, let's put on a heck of a comeback, let's make it a game, but then the Lakers put that 4th goal on you essentially just 2 minutes in, and then you're like, all right, time to go home.
Well, we'll see if they got any quit, and it doesn't look like it as they're trying to get it back through the Oswego zone, but the Lakers pick it up, and it goes up to Kirkostas. Kirkostas' pass goes all the way down around to the corner. McGrath picks it up for Oswego. She'll put it back on size for the Lakers. Pass back to McGrath in front. She whiffs on it, and she'll lose an edge into the corner. Manhattanville will steal it away. Pass goes wide of Weisbeck, and it'll be taken by Preston and the Lakers. Preston's going to pass this up to Majewski. Majewski will get it across the blue line. Her pass goes over to Kelly. Kelly takes a shot, broken in front of Majewski. Backhand shot. Won't go. Here's an opportunity again for the Lakers with Corbett, but that one's knocked out of the zone, so it'll be chased by Shell, but she's followed closely behind by Stahl. Stahl tries to steal it away from Shell. She'll keep a stick on it, loses it for a second, and Kelly will pick it up for the Lakers. Kelly will pass this one over to Preston. Picked up in the Oswego zone, and there's a big whiff on a shot there from Stahl for an imaginary puck, and it'll be a face-off in the Oswego zone. 17:04 left to go.
One of the things I mentioned previously is just those couple different mistakes that have come for the Oswego State Lakers. Things like that, losing the puck, as we saw on the near side, or just towing it with the toe of your stick, like we saw on the far side. Had Manhattanville been able to pick up on little instances like that earlier in the game, this would have been a much tighter contest.
And Flaherty pass over to Stahl. Stahl takes her up to DeVivo. She'll save that one. Mucha gets the rebound for Oswego. And Mucha's pass is broken up by Willoughby. Van Dam pass up to Cooley, over to Mucha. Mucha back up to Cooley through neutral ice. Cooley looks for a centering pass. Nobody's there for it, though. She'll lose it up against the boards and pass back to Mucha. Mucha tries to make a move, but Niedermeyer steals it away. That one's picked up by Manhattanville, and they're on the move. And into the corner, Van Dam will fight for it for the Lakers in their own zone. They'll come away with it for a meantime. Chinetti tries to get it back for Manhattanville, but they won't get it, so it goes back over to Booth. Booth's pass goes wide. That one's stolen away by Niedermeyer, and then pushed back over towards Van Dam. Van Dam's pass is broken up again, and in the Oswego zone, they try to get it out. They'll keep it on. Here's an opportunity now for Weisbeck. Weisbeck takes a shot that goes just high of the crossbar and won't go. Backhand opportunity, no one's there for the rebound. LePage takes a shot at it, and that one's saved by DeVivo. In the corner, Weisbeck tries to take it back for Manhattanville, the most offensive pressure they put on so far this period. Trying to get a goal in the back of the net and start to mount the comeback before time expires on them. In the corner, the Lakers come away with it with Booth. Stolen away by Jolly. Jolly in front. That one's broken up by the Lakers and Van Dam. Good defensive pressure there, and she'll lose an edge trying to get it back for Oswego. Weisbeck also in the corner trying to get it with Mucha. Mucha will tumble over her own teammate. Here's an opportunity. Shot in front to DeVivo. That's blocked. Good save from Oswego, and that one won't go either. 15:01 remains in the third. A shot in front, blocked by her own teammate, backhander. And Oswego gets away with it, and there's going to be a delayed penalty against the Lakers, it would appear. It might be a tripping call, and it will be.
Well, yeah, that'll be a tripping call here. This one will be on Helen Van Dam. But it's this sort of spirited play that we've seen from the Manhattanville Valiants in the last couple minutes. If they had put something like this on in the first period, like I said, this would be a much tighter game. But as it is right now, it's a 4-0 contest in favor of Oswego. Hopefully, maybe Manhattanville, since they play tomorrow, can take something like this and turn it into some momentum going to the next game.
And face-off stopped, and Van Dam, if anybody saw it down there, got in the wrong penalty box. Had to get out of the penalty box and get into the other one. So now she's on the right penalty box. They had to get that figured out, and now Manhattanville commits a penalty, so now their captain heads to the penalty box with Niedermeyer. So now we've got what would appear to be 4-on-4 for the next 1 minute and 55 seconds, and then a 5-second Oswego power play after that call. So a little hectic here for the third and last period of the game. 14:50 left to go. We're going to get a face-off in the Manhattanville zone, won by the Lakers. So we got 4-on-4 for the next minute 50. Shell with it now for Oswego. Shell takes a slapper at it in front, blocked by traffic. Right off the leg of Willoughby. Nice block for her, and she'll probably skate off to the bench with that puck hitting her in the leg. Weisbeck tries to get it back. Bednar gets it for Oswego. This one goes up to Hull. Hull with a 4-on-4 breakaway, looking to get a shot in front. Pass to Booth is broken up in front. Good opportunity for the Lakers. No one knows where the puck is for a second. It's taken away by Oben. Shell will take it in neutral ice for Oswego. Pass up the hole. Kirkostas comes off the bench for Oswego. She jumps over the puck as that one goes down to Flaherty. Flaherty will pass this one off the boards to Chinetti. Chinetti for Manhattanville gets it across the blue line, guarded by Preston. And she will skate off, and Oswego will get it offensively. 55 seconds remain of the 4-on-4. Here comes Kirkostas for Oswego. Through the corner, she tries to get it back. She will around the back of the net. Kirkostas passes this one over to Pinty. Pinty looks for a lane. Not finding much, she'll wait patiently back to Kirkostas. Kirkostas in the corner looks for a lane. Back over to Pinty. Pinty passing this one back to Mucha. Back over to Pinty. Pinty up to Kirkostas. Kirkostas takes a slap at it and it goes off the pad of Cimarelli. Manhattanville tries to get out of their own zone, but Oswego keeps it on with Coley. And Aubin will just keep it on sides. Niedermeyer will pick it up. This one goes over to Kaufman. Picked up by Pinty in neutral ice. 12 seconds remain of the 4-on-4. This one's picked up by Manhattanville. In front, there's an opportunity blocked and broken up by Coley. Skating now down is Kelly. Oswego returns to full strength. Here comes the last 2 seconds of the power play. That was only 5 seconds long. And now Manhattanville returns to full strength with a shot in front that's blocked. Good opportunity for the Lakers. We're back to full strength on both sides. Back to 5-on-5 with 12:40 left to go here in the third. This one has an opportunity now for Manhattanville to take it through the zone. That one goes off the stick of DeVivo behind the net, and that one bouncing into the netting, and the refs will let him play as Corbett knocks it back out of the net. Corbett's going to pass. It goes wide to Majewski. That one's picked up by LePage. LePage in neutral ice, stolen away by Kelly. Kelly tries to take it back again by Niedermeyer, but Niedermeyer will break it up, and it goes under the stick of Shell. So through the Oswego zone it goes. 12:13 remains left in the third. Neutral ice, Flaherty gets it back from Manhattanville. Corbett gets a stick on it for Oswego. She'll take it away. She's going to pass this one up to Parenti. Parenti takes a rip at it that's blocked. This one's taken back by the defense. Around the boards it goes. Someone comes away with it. It's going to be the Lakers out of their zone. That pass back to Shell. Shell's going to pass it up to Parenti again. Parenti will chase in the corner. And around the boards it goes again over to Iverson. That pass goes up to Van Dam off her stick and through into neutral ice. Oswego will be forced to reset. Booth with it now for the Lakers. Along the boards to McGrath. Flaherty will be chasing behind Parenti for the puck. Parenti with it now in the offensive zone for Oswego. That passes over to Van Dam. Van Dam takes a shot at it that's saved by Cimarelli, and that was a crazy exchange there.
Oh yeah, going through the entirety of that 4-on-4 there, which I will say favored Oswego quite a bit because, like I said earlier in this game, they're the bigger and especially faster team. So with more space on the ice in the format 4-on-4, they're really able to take advantage of it. And hey, with that 5 seconds on the board, they almost got a power play goal.
In neutral ice it goes. Oswego will pick it back up with Booth. Booth will pass this one over to Cooley, and that one will be chased down by McKinnon. Picked up by the Lakers, back up to Booth. Booth looks for a pass. He'll give it over to Mucha. Back up to Coley. Coley takes a rip at it. That goes wide. Rebound by Booth. Goes back up with a ripper in front. That's saved. Good shot there from Burke. But it won't go for the Lakers, so 10:45 left to go. So I got to call a game with one of the players on the women's team. Her name is Tilly Petrick. She's not on the ice tonight. But she did tell me one thing about this team that they really pride themselves in, and that's that bench presence. I'm not sure if you know, but every single good save by DeVivo and every goal, they have lost it. Even when the PA announcer makes that goal call, they're loud, and I think their bench presence tonight has been great, and I think it's something that's really impacting their game as well.
Oh, absolutely. They've been doing a whole bunch of that. That's the number one thing you can hear, and a team that talks is a team that wins. Communication is one of the number one things in this sport, even if it comes from the bench as opposed to somebody on the ice.
But Narg with a good chance there, but the pass is blocked, so Pinty will pick it up for the Lakers. Coley takes the rip, that goes wide. In the corner, Hull loses that one over to Manhattanville, so they'll pick this one back up. Holding to the Oswego bench, 2 Manhattanville players behind her. Pinty takes it back. over to Coley. Back over to Hull. Hull make a pass to Bednarik. Bednarik's pass in front shot from Smith, and it won't go. Nice save from Manhattanville. Off the glass, this one goes back up towards Preston. Preston with possession for Oswego is going to pass this one up to Corbett. Corbett takes it down for Oswego. Corbett makes a move, trying to get something to happen. Backwards pass over to Preston. No one gets a stick on it. Kelly can't find it, and Manhattanville takes possession in neutral ice. Here comes Jolly, who's going to dump that one away, and they'll get a line change. Picked up by Shell for the Lakers. Up to Majewski. Across the blue line, it's Majewski. Over to Kelly, takes a slapper out of that, goes right off the. Wow, that was something, and out of the ring. That was nuts.
Yeah, the far referee did not know where that went. He saw that ricochet off, I believe the end of the stick, the knob of the stick. That's what it sounded like. Sounded like wood, didn't sound like iron. It went over the netting on the far side and went all the way up to like the third row down from the top. So what a shot that was.
That was a crazy shot, and yeah, it definitely was lumber. He definitely didn't hear a ting, so that one didn't come off the crossbar, but off the stick. So we'll give credit to Cimarelli. That's a nice save. Right place at the right time, as that one also leaves the arena. So we know stoppage of play. 9:08 remains here in the third. 42 shots for the Lakers, 12 for the Valiants.
Yeah, 2 souvenirs just in a couple minutes here. Unfortunately, it looks like she's going to have to give it back to one of the ushers, but nonetheless, some pucks flying out here at the Den.
Yes, they are. She's going to face off in the Manhattanville zone. And Oswego comes away with it with Majewski. Majewski pass to Kelly. Kelly takes a rip. She scores! And another goal for the Lakers. It's 5-0 Oswego.
Jaden Kelly taking advantage of that good passing plan that they've shown a couple times in this contest here. Jenna Majewski feeding her from right about that red line, right about that goal line. And she's able to make the goalie move and put it just behind her on the inside near that post.
So the Lakers take the 5-0 lead with 9 minutes exactly left on the clock, 43 shots to 12, and it's been all Oswego. And the lead now may be becoming a little bit too insurmountable for Manhattanville to overcome, but it ain't over till it's over, as they say, Rob, so we will see what happens as Oben picks up from Manhattanville, stolen away by Mucha. Pass up to Pinty. Pinty pass down low to McGrath. Here Costas takes a rip at it now in front. That one's blocked. Here's a slapper from Coley that goes just wide of the net. Back over to McGrath. McGrath pass down low, back up to Pinty, back to Burke. Burke looks for a lane. Burke's pass is broken up. And off the boards, Pinty will keep it on sides for Oswego. Pinty takes a pass in front. Nobody's home. McGrath tried to redirect it, but it won't go. This one goes back up to Burke near the blue. Over to Pinty. Pinty takes a rip that's blocked off the stick of Kaufbeck. And in the corner, they will fight for it. As you hear that Oswego bench cheering on after the goal has been called. That bench presence has been big for the Lakers all season, and you see a very good example of it tonight. Burke with the puck now takes a slapper that goes off the pad of Cimarelli. Oswego with the puck again, trying to get another goal in the back of the net. In front, that one's knocked away by Manhattanville. And she'll lose an edge, and it'll go across the blue, so Kirkosas will pass to Preston. Lakers forced to reset. Off the stick of Cooley. McKinnon picks it up and will dump this one into neutral ice, so it's picked up by her teammate. But Iverson has different plans as she takes it away. And Shell has it now for the Lakers. Pass is called by Cooley near the Oswego bench. Cooley will give this one up to Mucha, back to Cooley. Cooley makes a move, trying to get around the defense. Cooley skates in, takes a shot off the pad, saved by Cimarelli. This one's up to Shell. Shell down around the corner, chased by Cooley. Cooley and Oben trying to get it back. Mucha will chase with Stahl. Oben gets a stick on it with Mucha down low. Iverson tries to get it back for Oswego. Mucha tries to pass Iverson. She moved out of the way, but Mucha will get back the own pass. And across the blue line it goes. Now on the move is here comes Manhattanville. They'll dump this one down. DeVivo comes out of net to slow it down for Oswego. She'll go right back to her post. Stahl tries to get it back. LePage will pass down low. Nobody's there for the pass. Preston has it now for the Lakers. 6:28 remains here in the third. Cooley has now an open opportunity. Here's a shot that's blocked off the pad of Cimarelli. Nice save from the Manhattanville netminder. In front, there's a shot again that's frozen by Cimarelli, and man, Oswego has been letting it fly this game, and they are giving Cimarelli her money's worth tonight.
Oh, absolutely. They've been finding every single hole that Manhattanville has shown them, but I think that Manhattanville, especially coming in as we see on the Jumbotron right here, their next home game tomorrow. These two teams will rematch on this sheet of ice tomorrow, so Manhattanville might want to think up of a strategy to shut down the Lakers for tomorrow.
Same time, same place, Rock and Rob Finger, for these two teams to meet up tomorrow. Oswego with a dominant game here in the first of the two matchups. We'll see if they can keep that energy tomorrow, while Manhattanville, they know the changes they got to make. We'll see if they do. This pass goes over to Van Dam in the corner. And she's met up with Bednarik. Someone to come away with it. Oben loses an edge, and it's picked up by Smith. Smith centering pass, ripped from hole, off the pad in the air, and it's saved. Booth gets it now, down low, back to Smith. Smith in the corner with Hull, as well as Oben. And it finally gets out to Booth. Booth takes a slapper at it that goes wide. That rebound's picked up by Manhattanville and over to Corbett, who's watching it come to her by the bench. And Chinetti will lose it over to Corbett. This one goes back to Booth. Booth in front, nobody is there, and Chinetti will take it back for Manhattanville. Majewski with it now for Oswego, keeping it on sides. Majewski's pass is broken up by the defense. Pinty chases it, and it goes across the blue line, so Kelly will chase it for Oswego through neutral ice. Manhattanville will get off to make a change. Pass up, Majewski's there. Now Majewski with an opportunity. She'll pass it back over to Corbett. Corbett takes a rip at it to left. She shoots and she scores! And Oswego is letting it rain and pour as they score again. 6-0 Lakers. Kelly with the redirect off of the shot from Corbett.
And that's one of those crucial redirections, especially for Jaden Kelly here. That redirect turns into something that, certainly wouldn't have gone on net had she not put her stick on it. She puts her stick on it, and she's just able to beat Cimarelli onto that right side post.
And Kelly scores her second goal of the night for the Lakers, only one away from the hat trick with 4:30 left to go, and it's now 6-0 Lakers. And like I said, Rob, it's not over till it's over, but a 6-0 lead with only 4 minutes to go. You're averaging more than a goal a minute. It's becoming a very tall hill to climb. Well, the Lakers, they look like they are just going to hold on here. We'll see what happens with the last 4 minutes and 15. Manhattanville just trying to get one in the back of the net and break up the shutout for DeVivo. In a neutral zone, Shell passes this one up. Oswego will get a quick change with Van Dam and Kirkostas coming on the ice. Manhattanville with possession in the zone. Oswego breaks it up again. They can't get it out of there. Kept on sides by Burke. Down low, Flaherty picks up from Manhattanville, trying to finally get it out of the zone. And they will. Here's a good chance for Kaufman now. Kaufman chases, and that one goes off the boards. Oswego will take it back. Kaufman with a good chance for a breakaway, but Flaherty will pick it back up. And Flaherty will dump to the corner. Flaherty will skate off, and Manhattanville will get another change. In the corner in the Oswego zone, Manhattanville with possession. Pass near the net, and that's almost goes behind McGrath, but she'll pick it up for the Lakers. Statler tries to get it back, but it's picked up by Burke. Here comes Van Dam now for Oswego. Van Dam off the post, won't go. Picked up by Stahl. 3:07 remains here in the third. Neutral ice, Oswego tries to get it back, and it goes all the way back to Stahl. Mucha comes off the bench and almost gets one towards the net. Picked up by Mucha again in neutral ice. Oswego just trying to kill as much time as they can and end this one here. Iverson has it now for the Lakers. Her pass goes up to Mucha, but it's broken up by Manhattanville and Oben. Coley now with it for the Lakers. She'll pass up to Cooley. Cooley takes it down the far side. 2:34 left to go in the third. Here comes Cooley now around the back near the corner. That one's picked up in the corner by Iverson. She's guarded closely. This one's picked up in the corner by Cooley again for the Lakers. Cooley passes over to Pinty, that's broken up, and Pinty will keep it on sides off the body, and she keeps it on for the Lakers. She'll take a shot at it that's saved by Cimarelli, rebounded by the Lakers and Iverson. Kept on sides again. Manhattanville finally gets a chance to break away. Here comes Weisbeck for the Valiants. Weisbeck moves it down, just too much defense, and Weisbeck will drop Shell to the ice, and here comes a penalty. And it will be on Manhattanville, so Oswego will pull DeVivo for 6-on-5 with 1:45 left to go. Pass to Hull. Hull takes a rip that's saved. Majewski comes and takes a shot that goes high. Bednarek picks it up now for the Lakers. Bednarek's pass off the chest of Manhattanville, and that will blow it dead after the delayed penalty. We'll see what the call is here.
It's a little more. It's probably going to be a roughing call because unfortunately, Lauren Shell just got a little bit better of the mind of Harper Weisbeck going the other way. Because Weisbeck and her were tied together, but clearly either something was said. Cross-checking is the call on Weisbeck. Well, I would have ruled it a roughing because it was much more of a wrestling down than it was a cross-check, unfortunately. There were a few cross-checks before, but nonetheless, Weisbeck just being a little bit weak of mind, unfortunately.
And Oswego will remain on the power play for the rest of this one unless they score again. So Bednarek has it now for the Lakers. 1:18 remain in this one. Oswego 5-on-4 advantage. Bednarek takes a rip into the glove of Cimarelli. So she will head to the sin bin. There will be that penalty. So we'll be on the power play for the next 1:13. Lakers 5-on-4 advantage, Rob.
Well, the advantage, well, certainly into the Lakers' hands here, as I want to turn attention to the shot column. 53 now for the Lakers, and with that 6th goal, that's almost a 900 for Cimarelli anyway.
And Bednarek's going to pass this one back over to Hull. To Bednarek. She takes a rip glove save by Cimarelli.
And still, we see that skill. Cimarelli, even with all the goals that have been put on her, she's still a skilled goaltender as any.
Absolutely. As the faceoff is won by Manhattanville, dumped away, but it's kept on sides by the Lakers with Parenti. Smith with it now, pass up to Bednarek. Bednarek back over to Hull. Hull, Van Dam, shot, rebound, save by Cimarelli. Good opportunity for the Lakers.
Yeah, Taylor Willoughby clearing out in front of her net after that puck was covered, and you would have liked to see a little bit of that sort of spirit and a little bit of that sort of energy earlier in this game if you were Manhattanville.
And Oswego wins the face-off on the power play with 40 seconds left. Shell has it now for the Lakers. That pass is over to Kelly. Cross-ice pass. Over to Majewski. Majewski looks for a shot in front. Back over to Corbett. Corbett's going to pass this one away. There's a ripper that's blocked in front. No good. McGrath's going to pass over to Kelly. Kelly's going to pass this over to Shell. Back on the ice, Shell's going to pass it across to Corbett. Corbett back to Shell. Back to Kelly. Kelly shattering pass. Nobody's there for it. 5 ticks remain on the clock for the Lakers on the power play and the game. Shell pass, and that will end the game. So Oswego ends on that power play, and they win this thing 6-0 over the Manhattanville University Valiants. So number 5 team in the country had an excellent rebound game after losing 4-0 to the number 3 team in the school, the Amherst College Mammoths. So they lose that game Tuesday. They come in here tonight, they win 6-0 after losing 4-0. They put DeVivo in net. She gets her first shutout of the season in her first regular season matchup at home. So what are we thinking? They got the game tomorrow against each other again. They got a rematch.
They got rid of that losing spirit with extreme prejudice anyway. They took it to the Valiants, especially in that last period. They came into the third period 3-0, and they equaled their amount of scoring in just those first two periods in that third period alone. So it was full in the hands of the Oswego State Lakers was this one, and they chose victory today.
Absolutely. As we'll take a look now of the game summary and all the stats coming your way. As we mentioned, the Lakers win 6-0 over the Manhattanville Valiants. 91 shots for the Lakers, 53 of them on net. And then here's the giant disparity we talked about all game long. Only 18 for Manhattanville, only 11 of them on net. Oswego goes 1 for 3 on the power play. Manhattanville goes 0-2 on the power play. And Manhattanville, again, another disparity, only wins 19 faceoffs compared to the Lakers 35. And I mean, it's as clear as day. If you're ripping 53 shots on net and the other team's ripping 11, it's pretty clear who's going to win that game. Doesn't matter.
It's essentially every 5 shots that Oswego got, Manhattanville was only able to get 1. And in terms of faceoffs, that's a 2-to-1 ratio. They're winning 2 out of every 3 faceoffs that they've contested tonight. So it was a wonderful effort for the Oswego State Lakers today. Like I said earlier, this game was fully in their hands. And like I said, they chose victory.
And the Lakers celebrate in Oswego fashion with a stick slap down on center ice. But that's going to be all the time we have for this one. Oswego State wins 6-0 over the Manhattanville University Valiants. They'll play again tomorrow at 3 o'clock, same place, same time, same teams for the rematch. We'll see if Manhattanville can come out with some more energy and take a win out of the Deb, or will Oswego come in again, another dominating win. But coming up after this is Oswego men's hockey taking on the SUNY Canton Kangaroos. Me and Rob again on the call. So I hope you're not sick of us. We'll be right back very soon. Thank you for watching this presentation of Hockey Night in Oswego right here on WTOP 10.